Hello, I'm Vaidya Lakshmi Ravindranath. I'm an Ayurvedic expert and I run the Natural Skincare Works community with Sri Tattva. And today we have one of our community members, Reka Fisher. Hello, Reka.
Hello.
She is by profession a social worker and she lives in Budapest, Hungary. Today we'll be talking to her and ask her how her experience has been. Welcome, Reka.
Hi.
So, Reka, tell me, would you like to share what made you to join? So, what were your problems and what made you to join this community, the Natural Skincare Works community?
Uh, well, my motivation was the fact that I have many chronic conditions, and somehow I always wanted to understand what is happening and to be able to help myself, to heal myself, but never succeeded indeed. What happened that these chronic conditions just aggravated in time. And when I heard about this possibility to learn about Ayurveda, I was very happy. I went to some courses even before of basic Ayurveda. But anyway, I was happy and I wanted to know more, to learn more about it. So this is why I came. And my condition was really bad for the last few years. For example, 2 years ago, I had many uh, eruptions of urticaria. I had food intolerances, but so severe that I could hardly eat a few things. I could count them on my fingers what I could eat. And anything else would lead to these reactions. And my skin was full of urticaria. And back then, I went to a gastroenterologist that gave me a raw food diet. So I did this diet for almost 2 years, and somehow these symptoms of urticaria passed. I suppose it was kind of cleansing the body. But on the other hand, other conditions got aggravated. And suddenly I started to have circulation problems and joint pains and arthritis. So this is where I started this program, and since then I am in a different place, at least from the point of view of the awareness that I have now. And I can understand why all this aggravation happened in the meantime. So, this is in a few words.
Okay, yeah. So, when you started with the community, so could you share? So we are working with the 5E balance. Could you share what have you understood about this method till now? We are now 3 months in the community, right? So what have you understood of this concept, or how have you put it in reality? What changes you might have done? You said you have become more aware, no? Could you
Yeah.
just think about those things and tell us?
Yes. Uh, what I can see now that this is a much deeper method to treat illnesses. What I did before, it helped in one way, but on a deeper level, it aggravated my symptoms. So now I can see clearly what are the causes of what happened with me, why this condition aggravated. So I could understand that the treatment that I applied before was not superficial, but on another level. So what I learn now is much deeper, and it can fix the cause. It can fix really the ailment. I can see this now.
So you said, so okay, could you point out some things that you changed? Maybe food, what did you change? Something, how did you implement this 5E balance? If you remember, no, what did you change? Something big or small, whatever it is?
Mhm. One very dramatic thing that I could experience on myself, that with very simple changes in my lifestyle, I can uh, I can change severe conditions. For example, just by that if I went to sleep on time, after some 3 weeks, I noticed that my constipation went away. And this was a condition for the last few years for me. So I could see how easily and with a very cheap method, it doesn't cost anything to go to sleep on time. And I could never imagine that such thing could influence such a far away symptom that it is constipation. So this was very surprising for me. Then the autumn detox that we did, it was wow, it was very dramatic change. I could feel so light after this detox program. I lost 4.5 kilos from my weight. And this was without being hungry, or I could eat. And so I felt lighter, and my mood changed. I suddenly felt so motivated to do things. It was a very big change. I can say that this detox program was the cause the most extreme change. And all the other things, I have a whole list of things that I should follow. And of course, I'm not doing them 100% everything, but I always know what I should do and what is the cause of the symptoms. So, so I can always progress in this. This awareness is, I think, it's the most precious thing, that I can understand what is happening in my body, and and I know what to do.
This is, you know, I understand that it feels quite empowering when you know what is happening, right? That is
Yeah.
what you're sharing. So, so in this community, in this 5E balance method, no, there are these three steps that we have been talking about continuously, no? Prevention of aggravation of the elements, then balancing the elements, and then detox. Of course, you were talking about the detox program. And could you tell me what steps you could implement, no, in the first two steps of the method? Apart from sleeping on time, of course, yeah, that is number one. What about food? You were sharing that you were put on raw diet before, and then was the food easy or how was it? Could you share the food?
It was easy. It was not
Mhm.
complicated. It needs a little time and focus to prepare the food. The food should be fresh and cooked, mainly cooked in this season. And what I noticed that is it is more satisfying uh, when I cook something from these recipes. I don't feel hunger. It is very satisfying, and this is a good feeling because I don't have to do that kind of diet that after 1 or 2 hours I'm hungry and I want to eat the walls. and and I still use those recipes from the detox program. I also, I still have intolerance to dairy and to gluten. Um, and those recipes gave me a very good alternative to eat more variety of foods. Um, because before that I had very poor choices, and now I procured all the different kinds of millets, and I can cook so many kinds of foods, and that are very satisfying. So I try to cook in this way and to follow the foods that you suggested, the list that you suggested.
So in order to prepare and follow the foods that are suitable for you, do you think it is very time consuming or it's possible to do for a normal person like you? This is an honest opinion.
It is very possible. It needs a little bit of change. It's like if you put this as a priority, then you can do it because it is not such a long time. It takes some 20 minutes. So even if you give 20 minutes before each meal to prepare it, it is not such a long time that you cannot do. And it is worth. So it's just a matter of priorities.
So could you share something? So we are, so I've seen you're coming to almost all the community coaching calls. Yeah, I see, there are some people who are very diligently they come and they are there. Could you share something? What makes you come back to the coaching call week after week? Because it's a commitment, right? To come every week. What is it that really brings you back? Something you want to share?
Uh, in each meeting, I can learn new things. And even the information that I already received before, I can understand it in a a deeper way. Because there are questions of the participants, and when you explain, you always give new information also, or it empowers what I already know. So it is always very interesting, new information also, uh, and I really don't want to miss these meetings.
So you were sharing that, you were not in your best today, right? So does being a part of the community give you some support and, help give you that needed motivation to come back to the community calls or it's just
There is no voice.
yes, did you hear me?
Now I
So
hear.
aha, okay. So I was saying that, you were sharing with me that you're not feeling the best today, no? So, of
Yeah.
course, all of us go through that phase. And that is where I wanted to ask, how do you think being a part of the community, does it have any, support? Do you feel that you have the needed support as you are in the community? If it is concerning, if your feeling is connected connected to your health, no? Do
Mhm.
you think that the community will give you that support and what do you say, the guidance to come out of it?
Yes, sure. For example, when I hear other participants sharing their experience, and then I see that, okay, also other people did not do the things, all the things 100%. And when they share sincerely, they failed by this and they failed by this. And this is a really good feeling that I'm not just the only one that makes mistakes, or that it happens with everybody. And then I become more optimistic that, okay, never mind. I did it like this time, but I can change it now. So never has been lost. Nothing has been lost. And
And
anyway, I am much further than before because I can recognize immediately what is happening, why it's happening. I know what to do.
so, so talking about this, you feel, you said that you are much better, much ahead of how you were 3 months back. Could you point out something, some changes like in physically, mentally, what exactly you're saying, what symptoms you're talking about?
Mhm. I can recognize a lot of um, this Vata element that you talked in the meetings. A lot of symptoms of Vata. For example, I for years I want to practice yoga and meditation, and I have some practices that I should do, and I always start, do it for a few weeks, and then stop, and then again, and this is for years. This is what is happening with me all the time, and I was very sad because of this. I'm angry on myself and disappointed. And then I learned in the meetings that this is a Vata symptom, that you jump from one thing to the other and not being able to be consistent. So suddenly I understood that I have so many Vata symptoms. So this is also a symptom. And it makes it easier for me to know this. Then all kinds of joint pains, muscle pains, arthritis. These are things that I have. Um, yeah, a lot of Vata symptoms that I can recognize, and I also know what I should do. I'm not doing them 100%, but then the group helps, that I can see that other people have are doing the same. So
You're
there is,
not alone.
yeah.
Yeah. And could you just share, so at least some things, so you said you're cooking differently. So how is your normal routine right now? Just throughout the day, what is it that you have implemented and changed because of the 5E balance? Nobody is perfect, we know. So whatever
Yeah.
you have implemented, and of course you're doing it because I'm guessing you're feeling better with it, right? So could
Yeah.
you share your routine?
Mhm. Um, so if I go to sleep on time, then I am able to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I do some yoga practices. And then I very much I focus to eat around 8 o'clock in the morning, because I learned that it is very important to eat at the right time during the day. So this changed because I was eating much later. I was not awake so early, so I ate breakfast at 10 o'clock before. So now it is very important for me to eat at 8 o'clock. And then I do some housework, anything, something in the garden, if the weather permits. And I also got used to eat at 12 o'clock. So at 11:30, I start to cook. And it is really not so complicated, not hours of cooking. It takes usually 20 minutes. And then I can eat a good meal, which is satisfying. And oh, and another thing that I do that I have a spinning machine, and you told us that from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock in the morning it is kapha period. So since I have kapha symptoms or so, I um, I uh, I do some spinning in the morning, not too much. Just I can feel after that the circulation is better and my heart beats quicker. So it's just a few minutes. So this I want to do before 10 o'clock because it is kapha period. And then after lunch, uh, things that I have to do, maybe I have to go to do some shopping or and at 5 o'clock, no, at yes, it is very important for me to eat at 6 o'clock in the evening because I want to go to sleep 2, 3 hours, 3 hours after that, and to be not with full stomach. And I uh, I want to eat at 6 o'clock in the evening, and then I have some practices, some yoga practices that does not require empty stomach condition. And I do this for half an hour, and then I do the oil massage. The oil massage, and I stay 10 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes, and then I take a shower or take a bath. I noticed that this is easy for me, that if I do these things in this order, if I eat at 6, I do the practices, and then I do the oil massage and shower. And after this is like preparing for sleep. So I slow down with these activities. I don't do anything that requires much movement or intense activity. I can watch some television, and then my goal is to go not at 10, even at 9. I would like to go to sleep to be able to wake up early in the morning at 5 o'clock. And I noticed that if I go at 9 o'clock, then I can be awake by myself. I don't need to put the clock. So, this is my goal, but here I really don't succeed every time. And this, this is what I am very unsatisfied with myself. But I know what I have to do, and I know that since I have done this before, I will do this also in the future. But now it was a period that I did not. This social media is yeah. I have to take this out and then I will be able to go to sleep on time.
Yeah, but I'm sure you're sleeping on time much more than you were sleeping before, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. That is what we are looking for, right? Isn't it?
And I
Do you,
and I could see also the results, wonderful results.
Mhm. So
So,
talking about results, what did you notice? How fast did you see the results? When we started the 5E balance, you
mhm,
started implementing it to your best capability, right? So how
yeah.
fast did you start noticing the results?
I could clearly notice difference after about 3 weeks.
Oh,
This when I went to sleep on time and constipation disappeared. So so it took about some 3 weeks. Then I could notice, and from day to day, it was better and better and better. And then, of course, the detox program did a big change.
mhm.
It made a lot of difference.
And what about your skin? How is your skin right now? How has it improved?
Skin is better. Um, Although I did not have these eruptions in this time since we are in the group,
Mm.
because I think that raw food diet that I did for 2 years before the program, I think it did something. I think maybe deeper detox, that these eruptions disappeared. But since I stopped this raw food diet and everything, before the group started, I could feel that some symptoms start to come back. So, but it never arrived to that phase that I could not eat almost anything. Yeah.
Okay. And what about your joint pains? How are they right now? Is there
Uh,
any?
in this last week, it started again,
Mhm.
but I know exactly what are the causes. First of all, the season that we are in, the winter, and also I did not do this oil massage each day that I planned. But since it started this pain, I quickly I started to do the oil massage every day, and the pain is less. From day to day. The pain is less. Uh, and of course, going to sleep on time. This is very important. So I focus on this.
So how has this whole method affected your, mind, your thoughts, the way you think? Is there any difference?
Uh,
What about emotion? Emotionally, how is it?
um, it is calming to know all this information, to have this information, uh, because it returns the power to my hands. It's like I am the driver, you know. And it is calming that many things, many symptoms that I had no idea why is happening. Suddenly I have the explanation, and I hope I have also the solutions. So it is a big difference.
So, like the joint pain, it started, so you know exactly what was needed to be done, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I can say that before that I was terrified. All the time, some new symptoms and some new conditions. And I was terrified. And now it's more calming that I know what to do. I understand the whole situation.
So from so many teachings that I've been talking about, no, so many little or big concepts or things to implement the 5E balance, what would be one or two the most powerful things that you really connected with? Anything that is really like wow for you?
Uh, from the solutions,
Yes.
uh, of course, going to sleep on time. And I could understand also where it started because a few years ago I registered to a university, a second university, and I discovered that during the night time is much easier to prepare for exams. That it is very quiet during the night, and in that month of the exams, I learned a lot in the night, and I think all the aggravation started then back. So this is one of the, I think, the most one of the most important things, going to sleep on time. The other thing that I understood that how important is to make detox, and I plan to do it in the spring. Uh, because if I am thinking all these years, I just accumulated all the toxins. So it somehow explains all the symptoms, how it got aggravated also. And I understand now that if I do the detox, I have a chance to heal. So I want very much to do this detox program in the spring.
So, you remember we did the toxicity score during the beginning of the whole program, right? You
All of
remember your score? Yeah.
them were bad.
Yes.
It
So
was
now
not
let's do
even
this.
one.
One. Okay. Now we will share the link again. Okay. It's there in the chat box. Why don't we do that right now and we see what is the score right now? Can you see it? Can you see the link? Yeah.
Just a moment. Yeah. Should
Yeah. Would
I
you
be
like?
open?
Yes, yes. Please open and you fill it. You know how to do it. Yeah. And then we see. Mhm.
Yes. Okay. Should I fill it now?
Yes, yes. Please fill it so we know the scores. We fill it right now. Yeah.
From the beginning with the
Yes.
name and the.
Yes, yes.
Mhm. Okay, I have the points now.
Yeah.
Mm. Still, it is one point in each each part. Can you see? Can you see it?
I don't see, but I think the Taprachi or Tanu can see. What does it say?
Um, I have one of
Hmm?
zero in each part.
Aha, okay, okay. And what do you think about your progress so far? How do
Mm,
you feel? What is it?
according to the
No, no,
form,
according to from before, yeah.
from the form that I filled,
Yeah,
the scores.
yeah.
Well, the scores I think are the same, maybe
Mm-hmm.
one of zero. I think it was one of 1 point in each part, even
Mm-hmm.
before,
Okay, and now?
and now is the same.
Okay, and feeling wise, well, how would you say you have progressed?
um, I feel that I progressed.
Hmm?
Maybe the symptoms are not totally disappeared, but
Yeah,
these symptoms are conditions for years for me. So it's not something acute, it's chronic. So I think it will take some time, and I will achieve this place that it will be a better score
yeah,
because I am much forward. At least the preparation for this is ready because I have all the information. And applying it, I will manage to do it all the time better and better, I'm sure.
yeah. So this, I think, from the time when I met you first to now, this confidence that I see that yes, I can do it. So what if I have this score? No, I have seen that right now. Is that right? You know, that
Yes.
confidence that yeah, so what? Well, I'm working on it and that I'm doing better. I know for myself. No, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing. So as we are almost close to, the end of this session, I want to ask you, is there if there is any advice you want to give for others, no? What would it be?
Oh, I would suggest for everybody to learn these things, to it gives so much to have this knowledge. And I can say that it is for the first time that the basics that I learned from Ayurveda, I can make the connections, and I can really analyze the situation, and also know what I have to do. It is the first time because before that I could learn about the elements and the symptoms, but I could never interpret them, and I could never make the connections. It was not so empowering. I learned something, and I felt that it is important, and that it is very interesting and fascinating, but I could never use it. So it is the first time that I can really apply what I learn.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Reka. It was so amazing, so nice talking to you, and for you sharing your, honest opinion, honest thoughts, and being so open with us today. Yeah, thank you so much, and I
Yeah.
wish you a very great day.
Thank you very much. Thank
Thank
you.
you.